D4D built his career on moody songs about love and death, but now fans are asking, was his music a confession the whole time? All right, buckle up, because we need to dive headfirst into the mess that is the D4D situation. And trust me, this one is wild. We're talking receipts, drama, accusations, lie detector twists and turns no one expected. If you thought this was just another streamer scandal that would blow over, think again. This is the type of tea that keeps boiling long after everyone thought the pot was empty. So let's rewind to where it all began. D4D wasn't just some random name in the streaming space. He had built a loyal audience, fans who vibed with his energy, his music, his online persona. People saw him as the next big thing, the crossover star who could balance music and streaming. Someone with mainstream potential, but when fame comes fast, so does the microscope. And when the microscope hit D4D, the cracks in the story started to show. First came the whispers, and then the screenshots. Fans began dropping cropped Discord messages and Twitch clips on Twitter, fueling small threads that started to gain traction. At first, nothing looked solid, more like vague hints than full-on proof. Supporters brushed them off, saying the internet always twists things, but the posts kept stacking up. More accounts shared receipts, and soon the whispers turned into serious claims. People were saying D4D's clean image masked shady behavior, and that the streamer they thought they knew was different behind closed doors. The first major allegation broke when screenshots of private conversations surfaced, reportedly linked to his Discord and Twitter DMs. These weren't vague or hard to interpret. They were blunt and direct. Fans saw exchanges that raised questions about his character, the way he spoke to others, and whether his online image was authentic. Almost instantly, the internet went wild. Twitter threads stretched for miles, TikToks stitched and restitched every screenshot, and Reddit debates spiraled into chaos. Everyone had an opinion, and within hours, D4D's name was trending worldwide for all the wrong reasons, sparking intense discussions about trust, respect, and accountability.
And here's where it got messy. Instead of one clean story, the drama kept branching into subplots. For example, some of the biggest accusations tied him to inappropriate conversations, while others focused on how he treated fans and collaborators. There were even claims about his ego growing too fast, how he dismissed people who helped him get started. Different storylines, all painting a picture that didn't match the fan-favorite star people thought they knew. While all this was happening, DVD tried to keep streaming, but you could feel the shift in energy. His streams, once fun and lighthearted, now carried tension. Chat wasn't just spamming emojis anymore, they were demanding answers. Comments flooded with, "Is this true?" and "We need a statement." Reports showed his average viewer count dropped by nearly 20% in a week. Clips of his awkward silences went viral on TikTok, pulling millions of views and sparking reaction videos. Instead of laughing with him, fans were watching with suspicion. Every move he made felt like it was under a spotlight, and analysts on Twitter even tracked the dip in his sponsorship mentions, showing how quickly trust was eroding. Then came the Celeste Rivas angle. This was the twist no one expected. Celeste, a name that wasn't really mainstream before, suddenly became central to the story. Rumors tied her to DVD in ways that complicated everything further. Screenshots, videos, and even speculation about how their relationship played into the broader allegations added fuel to the fire. Whether fair or not, her name being dragged into the mess made people realize this wasn't just about DVD, it was a growing network of people affected by the fallout.
At the same time, fans discovered details about his Tesla and how it tied into his streaming lifestyle. Some said it symbolized his rapid rise and his shift into flex culture, which clashed with the relatable guy image he once had. When you build your persona on authenticity, even small flexes can feel like betrayals. The Tesla wasn't just a car in this story. It became a metaphor for how far D4vd had drifted from the version of himself that fans once rooted for. Meanwhile, other streamers couldn't stay quiet. Some distanced themselves from him, unfollowing, cutting ties, and making subtle comments during their own streams. Others leaned into the drama, using it as content, reacting to every new drop of tea with "I told you so" energy. And honestly, the internet eats that up.
Every new video analyzing the situation racked up views because people couldn't look away. The fall of someone you once admired? That's the kind of story that trends for weeks. What made this saga even more chaotic was the split in the community. Some fans defended him, saying the receipts were fake, taken out of context or exaggerated. Others believed the accusations fully and demanded accountability. The divide wasn't clean. It ripped through his fan base, leaving people arguing with each other in comments, Discord servers, and even in real life. Imagine being a fan who just wanted to enjoy the content, now stuck in a constant debate about morality, loyalty, and who to believe. And then came the lie detector twist, a detail that threw gasoline on the fire. A content creator released footage claiming d4vd agreed to a lie detector test to clear the air. In the clips, questions were asked directly about the allegations. While some results came back inconclusive, others raised more eyebrows than they calmed. Whether or not the test was legitimate didn't matter. Memes and TikToks exploded with edits of the footage. For many, it wasn't about truth anymore. It was about entertainment. The lie detector became a symbol of just how surreal and messy the scandal had become. As more evidence piled up, things only got worse. A YouTube deep dive video broke down the entire timeline, showing receipts, analyzing behavior, and connecting dots that casual fans might have missed. That video alone pulled in millions of views, cementing the scandal as more than just a fleeting controversy. Analysts pointed out how the video highlighted inconsistencies in d4vd's statements, tracked how many sponsorships had quietly disappeared, and even charted the drop in his Twitch subscriber numbers over time. Commentary channels stitched the video, adding their own takes, and within days it was trending on Twitter, TikTok, and Reddit. Suddenly, mainstream news outlets were referencing the scandal, quoting sections of the breakdown and reinforcing how big the fallout had become. It became a case study of how quickly an online star can crumble when trust is broken, with every statistic and receipt making it harder for fans to look away. And let's not forget the meme culture. The internet has a way of making everything into a joke, even serious allegations. d4vd's situation turned into countless memes, TikTok audios, and viral jokes. For him, it meant his brand wasn't just damaged, it was ridiculed. Once you become a meme, it's nearly impossible to control the narrative. Every time he tried to move past the allegations, another wave of jokes dragged him back. Then came the question, could he recover? Some thought he might take a long break, issue a carefully crafted apology, and slowly rebuild his image. Others said it was over, that his career was finished, that no one would trust him again. And honestly, both sides had a point. We've seen creators bounce back from scandals before, but we've also seen others vanish completely. For d4vd, the jury's still out.
For fans, it's a reminder to be careful about putting creators on pedestals. For creators, it's proof that transparency and respect matter more than hype and flexing. And for the rest of us, it's a front row seat to the chaos of internet fame. And now, let's talk numbers, because that's where it gets even crazier. d4vd's follower count took a hit. Millions of views turned into millions of questions. Engagement tanked, collabs disappeared, and sponsorships backed off. Brands don't want drama unless they're in on the joke, and this wasn't the kind of joke anyone wanted to sponsor. Still, some believe he could pivot. Music might give him a new lane, or a complete rebrand could save him. But even then, the shadow of these allegations will always linger. The internet doesn't forget. Type his name into Google, and this drama will pop up for years. That's the harsh reality of online scandals. At this point, the story isn't over. Every week, new pieces of the puzzle drop. New screenshots, new theories, new reactions. It's like watching a TV series with no end in sight. People tune in not just for updates, but to be part of the ongoing conversation. The d4vd saga has become more than a scandal. It's entertainment. So, what do you think? Is d4vd done for good, or is this just a chapter in a longer story? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you want more breakdowns of internet drama like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Because if this saga has taught us anything, it's that the internet never runs out of tea, and you won't want to miss the next cup.